So tomorrow is November 1st, which means I'm gonna start actually writing my bachelor's thesis and preparing for it. I still have to talk to my professor to actually start writing it. But tomorrow I'm gonna start my form of NaNoWriMo. So basically NaNoWriMo National Bachelor Writing Month, I don't know. So basically, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start vlogging my experience writing my bachelor's degree, and also writing something else or working on something else. But first of all, I have to prepare. And on this wall, I want to make a full-on Sherlock Holmes insane wall for all my quotes and stuff so that I can organize the structure of my bachelor's thesis. But to do that, I first have to make some space. Alright, now we have a nice clean wall and I can put up at least the beginning of the stuff. So now I have a nice kind of table stuff on my wall. I don't think you can actually see it because it's quite big, but basically I just put up cards. On the top I have the 4 criteria with which I'm gonna look at the different books, and by which I'm gonna look at the story and the relationship. So we have the point of view from which it's told, the interaction between the two characters, the looks, meaning the appearance and how they are described as ugly, gorgeous, scary, all that stuff. And then we have the intention of either character. And on the left side down I have different colored cards, which I also don't think you can see. But we have Bruce and Hulk, which is gonna be green. Then Victor Frankenstein and his monster, which is gonna be red. Jekyll and Hyde, which is gonna be blue. And then another white card for quotes or scientific research that underlines what I'm trying to say. And basically I now have this big blank wall with these criteria, and I'm gonna start putting up cards with different quotes from the different books, and specific aspects of each criteria that I wanna pay special attention to in each book. And I'm gonna fill out this table on my wall, and hopefully it's gonna help me structure my whole bachelor thesis. But I'm only gonna start doing that tomorrow. I just wanted to prepare this. Hello! It is now Thursday, not quite morning anymore. I think it's 12:30 or something. My morning routine took a bit longer than I'd hoped because I had to clean up and stuff. So I'm a bit late. Also I have to meet, or I want to meet a friend at 2, so don't have that much time left. But I'm gonna start anyway and just hope that I get a lot done in that short time, and also continue this evening or something. Basically what I gotta do now to fill the blanks in my wall, whatever that is to fill out these cards with what I've already found in the book. So I'm gonna start with Jekyll and Hyde because that's the one I've done the least with, so I just wanna spend more time on that now. And as you see, I've already read it and taken notes and stuff, and I'm just gonna go through those notes and see how they fit into the categories that I put up on my wall. And every time I see something that fits into those categories, I'm gonna put it down on one of these cards, and I'm gonna stick the card on the wall, and hopefully that's gonna help me see where we have similarities and differences between the books, and how I can structure that, and how I can compare the different characters with each other.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. He's on that British side in Georgia, trying to keep the colonies in line. but he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway.
So I gotta leave in a bit, but I just wanted to quickly update you because I realized that I definitely have to reread Jekyll and Hyde. Recently I've been quite focused on Frankenstein and Hulk for the other parts of my bachelor's thesis. And because of that, I've kind of forgotten like most of like the names of the side characters, and like just I know like the big plot points and I know most of the relationship between Jekyll and Hyde, but I've kind of forgotten like the frame of it all. So what I've done is I've done like the basic things I can already put down and the things I've already noted down the first time I read it, or like the second time I read it. So these are kind of the basics that I've put down on the wall, and I think I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. I still have some of the book to work through, but I think it's gonna be better if probably this weekend, when I'm done with Hulk and Frankenstein, hopefully, let's see how long that takes. But yeah, when I'm done with that this weekend, I think I'm just gonna sit down and binge read Jekyll and Hyde again to kind of get back into that, because at the moment it feels like I'm very much into Frankenstein and Hulk, and Jekyll and Hyde is kind of, yeah, I know that too, which shouldn't be the case because I'm writing my bachelor about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go meet my friend now, and when I come back I might do a bit more of the basics of Jekyll and Hyde, or I'm gonna start with the other thing, and if I do, I'm gonna introduce you to what the other thing is. And yeah, I'll just see how that goes, and I think the next few days I'm gonna focus on the other two books, and then, as I said, we read Jekyll and Hyde to kind of put my brain into that book as well. So yeah, that's that for now. See you later. What was that? See ya.
We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason, I'm by her side when so many have tried. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher.
Complete change of plans. It's now like 4 o'clock or something, and as you see, I did quite a lot of Frankenstein. I'm only missing like 70 pages or so, and I'm really happy with how far I've gotten. There's a lot I can use, but I just can't look at it anymore. I have to take a break and maybe even leave the rest for tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I've done now. So it's almost 8 PM on Friday, and I didn't do anything on this beautiful wall today because I spent most of the day, or basically the entire day, with my friend Mai. You might know her, she's been on my channel before, and we just had a really lovely day together because we haven't seen each other in 3 months now. I just put the priority on spending time with her above doing my bachelor stuff. But I did also manage to do some of the other stuff, so let me explain what that is. Basically, as you might know, as you might see on my channel, I've been writing Christmas stories from in the years 2015, 16 and 17, and I want to publish those. I did already publish my lyric poetries, and I'm really happy with that, and I'm always like so giddy when I see that someone bought them. It really brings me joy, but they don't quite feel like my own thing. Even though the poetry is my own, they are always inspired by someone else, which is why they're lyric poetry. They're inspired by the lyrics of other artists, and though that is fun and I still enjoy what I come up with myself, it's not quite as original as other things. For example, this Christmas story. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going through the Christmas stories, and today I managed to go through the first one from 2015. I'm just going through them and like correcting spelling mostly because I'm really bad at spelling, but also just improving them a bit, seeing like if they match up, because they're all set, like they're all kind of the same story from different perspectives. So I have to see if like everything makes sense, if it's the same timeline and stuff like that. And also because in 2017 I didn't quite manage to finish it. I just got overwhelmed with my term papers at the end of December, so I'm missing 2 chapters. So basically that's what I'm doing at the moment. I want to try and do all of that today and tomorrow. So as I said, I already went through the story from 2015 and corrected that. I'm gonna try and do the one from 2016 tonight. Probably not the entire story, but maybe like half of it or something. And then I'm gonna do the last one and hopefully already do chapter writing tomorrow morning, and gonna type that all up and like correct the digital form as well. Not the one that's online, but the one that I have on my laptop. And yeah, hopefully get that all done tomorrow morning, because tomorrow I'm meeting with a friend at 5 p.m. and I also want to try and get some Hulk and Bruce Banner stuff on my wall, because that one's completely empty yet. So yeah, this is the other project I'm working on whilst doing my bachelor's thesis. And I want to try and get this published on the 1st of December, so that you can buy it if you want to and read it like throughout December. It would be great to publish it before that, because the first chapter obviously already starts on the 1st of December, but I'm just not quite sure I can do that with my bachelor's thesis. So I'm gonna try my best. As I said, I'm already getting stuff done. I'm also hoping that it'll be easier than I hoped it would be. But there are some things that might get complicated in the self-publishing process. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna publish it on the 1st of December, and I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes, obviously in the vlogs, also on Twitter. I have a whole thread of like stuff I'm working on at the moment. There's also poetry and this and another project that I'm working on. All for self-publishing, so if you're interested in what I'm doing, you can just follow me on Twitter. And yeah, that's the one I'm working on at the moment, and hopefully that book with all 3 Christmas stories completely corrected, improved and completed, and maybe even illustrated will be up on the 1st of December for sale, and you can buy it if you want to.
But there are things that the harmonies and hymns won't teach her. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes.
It's now 3:30. Sorry I didn't film much. The camera ran out of battery, so I had to charge that. But whilst that was happening, I did get a lot of stuff done today, which is wonderful. First of all, this morning I went and corrected the last Christmas story, and I also wrote the missing chapters, so that's now officially done. I now have the official complete story, which is quite cool, especially because the chapters that were missing were quite important to me, and I was kind of really like sad that the story wasn't finished in this particular part, and I'm really happy that I finished writing that. I did also put the corrections into the digital version on my laptop for I think about 2/3 of the first story. I'm gonna try and do the rest of the first story today before I go to my friend, and probably like the other 2 stories tomorrow or whatever. And I also went through half my Hulk notes to create this. I now have some stuff on my wall for all 3 books, which is pretty cool. Also, as you might be able to tell, I kind of changed the table a bit on the wall. I put Bruce and Hulk down just to reach it better, because I realized that even though I'm quite tall, I can't quite reach the ceiling yet. So I just kind of shifted it all a bit down, and I'm probably not gonna put the quotes from like essays and science people on the wall, just gonna put them in a little stack next to it. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave the notes for the 3 books on the wall. But it now looks really full and kind of almost complete. I am still missing a lot of Jekyll and Hyde. As I said, I want to reread that, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So on Sunday I'm just going to take the entire day to reread Jekyll and Hyde and hopefully finish putting the notes on the wall. I'm really quite satisfied with how much I managed to achieve today. And yeah, I'm just going to take a little break now and have some food and some tea and watch some Friends. And then at 5 o'clock I'm gonna go over to my friend's place.
We keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive, well, everyone who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
It's 4:30 and I'm done. I'm so done. And it got a lot. Like, this is a lot, and I definitely have to, like, yeah, somehow make it less, probably take some of them down, like put down bullet points instead of entire quotes or something. But for now, I'm just so done, I'm so tired, I'm kind of dizzy, and I definitely need something to eat. So I'm just gonna make some food now and leave it at this for today. I've gone through the entire book, I've read the entirety of Jekyll and Hyde again, I've put down all the notes I need for the bachelor's thesis, so I'm done. And I'm happy with it, but also just kind of overwhelmed with how much it is. I think it's more with Jekyll and Hyde than with the other 2, because I kind of know the other 2 by heart, and I felt like I needed to put down more for Jekyll and Hyde to actually remember it. So I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna try and put bullet points down, but all of that can wait till next week. So yeah, I guess I'm probably gonna leave it at this for today. I don't think I'm gonna do much for the Christmas story today. Maybe tonight I'm gonna like transfer some of the corrections to my laptop, but I'm just gonna say goodbye now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and yeah, see you next week.